Race 2 of the doubleheader here tonight on the channel for the NASCAR Heat 5 Dream Mode. It's the LS Tractor 200 at the Phoenix Raceway. And this is going to be another probably good race. We've had 3 great races to start the season, all with dramatic finishes as well. We'll see if we have another dramatic finish on their first short track of the season. Awesome. And again, this is the site of the championship race as well. We'll have to see where this 99 team could take off. Obviously, at this time last year, they didn't have as much or as good of equipment as what they have now. 95 on the aero, 90 on the engine, and we just upgraded the suspension to a 90 with a 95 overall pit crew. We ran 6 laps down, and 28th or 29th, I believe, was where we finished last season. I don't expect that at all here today. Kyle Larson, welcome to the stream, and welcome everybody else. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we get on into the start of this race. Race 2 of the doubleheader here tonight, coming off a 7th place finish for ourselves. And Ross Chastain coming into this race has now won 2 races in a row at Las Vegas and Fontana. He won both stages of the race earlier today. 3 stage wins, 2 race wins, 13 playoff points for Chastain, not including those at in the regular season standings of 3rd as well. He's off to about as good of a start as you could ask, really. Green flag is in the air, we're underway. No practice or qualifying for the 4th race of the season. Justin Allgaier on the pole, leads the field in the green. Schneider into the 74 of Harmon there into turn 1. The second straight race, Riley Hurts has to start at the rear. Briscoe starting out back as well.
Stay at the bottom here. Outside.
3 by 3. Briscoe to the outside, going 3 wide there. Schneider down to the apron through the dog leg.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there.
This is where the championship race is located at Phoenix, but no, this is not the championship race. Again, this is only the fourth race of the season. Race at Phoenix twice for the Xfinity and the Cup Series. Truck race. Laps in after starting 34th with no practice or qualifying. Schneider is back in last place at 36th right now. We're on lap 5. They just run his fastest lap of the race of the first 4 completed. No, we did not win the championship race. Yeah, also, I'm not moving up to the Cup Series until I win an Xfinity championship, so that tells me that we didn't win the championship last season. We ended up finishing 5th with points. Just missed the championship 4 by 7 points at the end of that round of 8.
Careful, still there.
Such a question.
Still there?
I thought I did. Didn't you send one a long time ago too? I'll have to check it again.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there. Still there.
Still working on Cesar Baccarello. Pass him into turns 3 and 4. Finally gets all clear. Justin Allgaier led every lap so far in this race. Has a couple career wins at Phoenix in the Xfinity Series. There's better racetracks in the Xfinity Series. car, welcome to the stream. Gets down to the apron through the dog leg again.
All right.
Around Mike Harmon that way. Don't want to burn those tires out too much here in stage 1. 200 lap race tonight, 45 laps in stage 1, 45 in stage 2, with 110 laps being in the final stage. It's 1 mile short track. Flatter short track.
That was a better lap.
His lap times are consistently getting better, it looks like.
Still there?
Starting to loosen up this perfectly. Slides it into 3 and 4. He's able to run the apron through turns 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 for that matter, pretty well. Get that car way down. The shortest races of the season. Gotta try to go to work as much as you can here early. Didn't mention it in the first stream, but congratulations to my Detroit Tigers for Spencer Turnbull throwing a no-hitter last night. I didn't get to watch it because they were playing at Seattle, West Coast. Game didn't start till 10:10 my time. I had to work, so I actually didn't even catch the start of the game because I went to bed early. Got home last night. Fortunately, I didn't even get to watch it. I watched the highlights on it once today.
Still there?
I was surprised when I saw that when I woke up this morning. I was like, really?
Hold your line there.
He's a good pitcher. I mean, I didn't think he could do that, honestly. Like,
All right, you're clear there.
definitely surprised me if all of our pitchers.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't most surprised that Spencer Turnbull did it, but still surprised he did it. I expected like Matt Boyd or maybe Casey Mize because he's under, not quite proven yet. Maybe something like that. Schneider into the wall. Car slid way too much getting into turn 3. He loses 2 spots to David Starr and Austin Hill. Turns 3 and 4.
Careful.
Finished
still
in
there.
7th place there, R6 in race 1. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream.
Careful, still there.
He's going to loosen to turn 3, and he's trying to get as close to that wall as possible without hitting it. Obviously, he hit it
Stay low.
a couple laps ago. Gave him some damage right around that left corner. He does get back around Austin Hill there. That really tightened this race car up quite a bit from where it was.
Stay low. Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there.
31st now once again. 29 laps to go at stage 1.
You're clear there.
This small guy is almost into lap traffic already. Put the beating on the field early on. He's trying to get through as many of these guys as possible.
Still there.
29th gets around Alex today now. He turns 3 and 4. Starting at the rear without practice and qualifying is really hurting him. It's taking him a while to get through these guys. Plus, obviously, hitting that wall is slowing his car down quite a bit. It is really pushing tight in the center of the corners. Getting a decent drive off on exit still, but getting into the corners and until he gets about the middle, it is very, very tight. See much left is there. The wall significantly enough. It will be less than 5 seconds of damage. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
All clear.
So he will be able to repair it.
All right, you're clear there.
Castle now. Guy working through lap traffic as he tries to keep that bigger, more substantial lead. 24 laps to go in stage 1 already. Somebody up at Smoke, Ryan C. finished last at Fontana in the last race due to an engine failure early on in stage 1. Brought out the only caution stage 1, 13 laps in, and now up in Smoke for the second straight race early in stage 1. Hopefully he can get that car back on the racetrack. That's going to be very tough for him. Also, shot 57. And like right in that like mid-50 range consistently the first few weeks of the league. I did get to play at a really nice golf course.
Careful, still there.
A place called Queens Harbor.
You're clear.
It's a 36-hole course. Really, really
Still there.
nice course. Probably the second nicest course I think I played on. Right behind TPC Myrtle Beach. That's still number 1, but it was a close second. Most I played, or I should say it's
All right, halfway to the flat.
It was a little bit more expensive too. It was almost equally as nice.
Got one peeking inside. Road clear.
Yeah, it was a 36-hole course, so I played once that Saturday. We got like right into. We were able to check in, went straight to the course after we unpacked everything.
Careful, still there.
Monday morning, played as well. Seats after about 9 a.m.
Still there. All right, you're clear. Hold your line, got one inside.
24th, getting around Joe Nemechek.
We got 20 more left.
Yeah, my dream car has always been a Mustang.
All right, you're clear.
Thankful enough that I have one. I was able to get one. 2004, and I've had it for about 5-6 years roughly. Got it when I was 17. It was a very cheap price. It was a used car too. I mean, ideally I'd like a newer one. No specific year exactly, but probably for the last few years.
Still there?
If I could dream, if I could dream, I would just get one every few years. But I know how to manage my money, and that would not be a way of managing.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Center up to 22nd, just got around Josh Williams. Justin Allgaier's lapped a lot of cars already. Just 17 laps to go in stage 1. He's already closing in on the 99 of Schneider as well. Schneider's got a 95 on the engine, 90 on the aero, and 90 on the suspension, but he is still in a position where he is in danger of going a lap down here in stage 1. He did hit that wall, and again, that has slowed him a little bit. It's going to be tough for him to hold on to the lead lap to the end of the stage. Allgaier's likely going to get to it. Shocked if he didn't. It's going to be a matter of when exactly. He's catching up on Jeff Green and Josh Balicki for position. He's going to have to get around it pretty quick. Gets to the inside of Green into turns 1 and 2. Slides up in front of him very quickly. Allgaier to the back bumper of Green off the exit of turn 2. He's going to get under him. On the inside of Josh Balicki as well. Turns 3 and 4, but he couldn't quite clear Balicki. He'll go down to the apron through the dog leg. Trying to cut it. He'll get by Balicki easily there. Allgaier's going to clear Balicki into turn 1 also. A lot of pressure now on the back bumper of the 99. Allgaier's within about a car length and a half to 2 car lengths of him off turn 2. 13 to go, stage 1 yet. Inside of Clements off turn 2. 19. Clear him before getting into the corner. Allgaier got to get to the inside of the 51 as well. They're just trying to hug that yellow line on the bottom. He does not want Allgaier to get underneath him.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Ooh, he's going to get close. Allgaier's there, off turn 2. Schneider just able to block, though, down the back straightaway.
Got one up top.
Allgaier hard to the outside. He wasn't getting around Schneider on the bottom, so he tried to go high, and Allgaier's lead is vanishing. He's led every lap so far, but Austin Cindric is within a couple car lengths down into turn 1. Cindric wants a shot to win stage 1 on. Allgaier looking high through 1 and 2, the flatter corner. Giving up the bottom, though, for Austin Cindric to get a run into turn 3, and they're about to be side-by-side for the lead. They are side-by-side for the lead through 3 and 4. That's going to help Schneider just a tad bit. 10 to go, stage 1. Allgaier still led that lap at the line. Is he going to pull clear? Yes, he does. Clear off turn 2. Austin Cindric to the lead.
Got a car high now.
Cindric up high. Schneider stays in front of him. A little bit of a shortcut down to the apron through 3 and 4 was enough to hang on. Cindric leads his first lap of the race. Caution 3 through stage 1 so far. Schneider's doing a really good job, at least hitting his marks to make it harder for those guys to try and put him a lap down.
Car there on the outside. All right, you're clear.
Schneider car that's wanting to push a little bit tight. It's freeing up into the longer run, but
inside. All clear.
Cindric got there for a brief moment, but couldn't hang on. He had to check up. Kind of overran the corner. Schneider at the inside of Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Careful, still there. Got one up top.
18, Schneider side by side with him. Can't quite clear Jeffrey.
Stay low. All right, you're clear.
Way down low, gonna get around the lap car. Baccarello, but he pushes up the racetrack. He sent it in too deep. Cindric to the inside of Schneider off turn 2. Into 3. Cindric's finally going to get around Schneider. Allgaier couldn't though. 6 laps to go, stage 1. Schneider has a run on Cindric. Cindric's boxed in. He's got 2 cars side by side in front of him. Schneider goes all the way to the apron through 1 and 2, trying to pull back with Cindric to get to the lead lap before the end of the stage. Trying to trap him behind the 44. Tommy Joe Martin's pole position where Schneider's at. He's trying to stay on the lead lap as well. Schneider gets his lap back, at least briefly, and now Allgaier to the inside off turn 4 for the lead on Cindric. Uses the lap car Martins as a pick to get around him as well. Schneider's back on the lead lap. Allgaier's back to the lead. Martins is now in the free pass position in 18th. More drivers in position. Jesse Little, Ray Black Jr. right there.
Careful, still there. 5 laps
Trying
to
to
go.
buy himself a little bit more time. 4 laps to go, stage 1 for Allgaier to try and win it. Slowly pulling back ahead of Austin Cindric.
Steady, driver. 3 wide.
Just clears the 0-7 in the middle of 1 and 2. A lot of pressure packed stage 1. Battle for the stage win with 3 to go at the line now. We got a battle with these guys trying to stay on the lead lap to the end of the stage. Notice in these first, if you count this one, 4 races, Harrison Burton's run noticeably off compared to where he was when he won 6 races last season, and won the championship. He hasn't really even competed for wins so far this year.
Still there.
Gonna lose a spot, going back to 15th. He's in danger of going a lap down here in stage 1. Allgaier and Cindric are closing in on him. He's finally starting to break away from those leaders. Allgaier still got Cindric on his back bumper as they'll be coming to the final lap of the stage.
White flag, next time back.
Allgaier is going to put Harrison Burton a lap down at the start-finish line. Burton's now in the free pass spot in 15th. Second ahead of Jesse Little. Allgaier and Cindric are likely not going to catch Schneider, who is the last car on the lap. And Schneider's not going to catch those either. He's still 2 seconds ahead of him. One final corner in stage 1. Allgaier trying to hold off Cindric. Cindric, last desperation move to the outside, not going to get there as well.
White flag is in the air.
So Justin Allgaier will win stage 1, leading all but a few laps here in the opening stage of the race.
You're all clear up top.
Austin Cindric in the championship race at Phoenix back in 2020.
Nice driving that stage, driver.
There it is. 14th at the end of the first stage, despite starting last, not bad. Short 45 laps. Again, Harrison Burton will get the free pass at the stage break. Everybody's going to be hitting pit road this time. Take a half round of wedge out. Going to save time on pit road by not repairing that damage this time. One spot gained in the pits. Matt Hill, so Schneider will restart the inside.
We're going green.
Allgaier wins the race off pit road and will restart from the lead here in stage 2. Green flag back in the air at Phoenix.
Stay low.
Good jump.
Car on the outside now.
Took it 3 wide, but
Car there on the
just
outside.
doesn't have the speed on the short runs. By staying on the lead lap, that holds him at 14.
Got one
Stage
up
1,
top.
so obviously in stage 1, and we'll go for more positive run here
Car
in
on the
stage
outside
2.
now.
Right back in traffic, almost in contact. Buck got sandwiched between the 99 and the 38.
Careful. Still there. Car on the outside now.
Holds on for the moment.
Outside, outside.
And leads off the restart. Brandon Jones is taking over second place.
Still there. Got one up top. Got a car high now. Still there inside. Inside.
Almost on the wall. Turn 2 ran really wide. Trying to keep it off the
Car
93.
there on the outside. Car high, careful there.
Wide to his outside though now with the 6 and the 92. Into the trioval.
Careful, still there.
Contact. Got hooked on the 6 car that time. Opens the door up now for Joe Nemechek. jammed the brakes. Oh, got into the wall again like he did earlier in stage 1.
Still there. Still there inside. Clear road. Got one.
Back in the pack still between Ryan C, who is back on the racetrack.
Inside.
Burton got
You got
the
room.
pass.
You're clear.
Seemed like we're coming from 2 or 3 laps down.
Got one outside now.
Would be for position on the 99 side. Battle for 14th. Last car on the lead lap.
Got a car coming inside now.
There's Burton. Not too much longer, it's about to be shut. Balls around him on the outside on turn 4. Conserve those tires, have them late like you did at Fontana. Partner-wise, he's got a faster car here than what he did at Fontana.
Careful, still there.
These tires will mean a lot here. Hey, I mean, it means a lot any short track you go to. We've seen in the last couple races on those bumpier mile and a half and longer racetracks. Vegas and Fontana.
That was a better lap. Still there? All clear.
.33 to go, stage 2. Alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in this race today.
Careful, still there.
26 laps to go, this time at the line for Justin Allgaier.
You got room, you're clear there.
At least to the end of stage 2 now.
Careful, still there. Bottom clear.
Allgaier's led every lap of stage 2 so far. He led a lot of laps back at stage 1, all but a few. Cindric caught him at the end of the stage when Allgaier was trying to get around Schneider. Cindric was able to lead for a handful of laps before getting back around 22. Here's Justin, and on his way to win stage 1 there. Around Cindric with about 5 laps left in the stage. No long to win it. Likely has a decent sized lead over him, at least to start this stage now. Might have to play into this lap traffic game again, though, with Justin Allgaier before the end of the stage. You might not have to hold on for as many laps. I mean, it was about 17, 18 laps he had to hang on to stay in the lead lap to the end of stage 1. Let's see if it will be like that again in stage 2. The only pit stops were at the end of stage 1 as well. Tire management has been really good. Austin Cindric to the lead now for the first time in stage 2.
Careful, still there.
Been the only 2 leaders so far tonight.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Only 2 we've even seen battle for the lead.
You got room, you're clear.
He's only 2.5 seconds behind Harrison.
Got a car low
Got
now.
the free pass at the end of stage 1. No cautions for incident at all.
You're clear there. You're all clear up top.
Way deep into 1 and 2, trying to get around Nemechek on the outside.
Careful, still there. Looking inside now. All right, you're clear there.
Comes down onto the apron through the front stretch. Couldn't even check by quite a bit there. He had a great drive on turn 4 as well. Really set him up for that pass beautifully. A little closer, Nemechek is going to have a chance to get back around in the 1 and 2. Or even continue the battle. The battle is over instantly. He got down for position. Nemechek is already 1 lap now. 20 to go, stage 1. Still caution 3. We've had a decent amount of caution for each of the first 3 races this season. A lot of late race yellows as well. No cautions for incidents so far tonight. We haven't hit the final stage yet, though, and that's where we've seen the brunt of the cautions for all 3 races so far. Chase Briscoe going to take his first lead of the race. Too much for Allgaier and Cindric being the only guys to lead laps. Briscoe wants in on that
Careful, still
lap
there.
led total.
Clear high, bud.
Winning his first 2 last couple of times by the start-finish line. 10.5 seconds behind Matt Mills for 13th. He's about a half a second behind Harrison Burton for 14th. Does not want to be that last car in the lead lap. The leaders still making their way through lap traffic. They still got a decent ways to go to get to Schneider and Burton. But I have to assume they're probably going to catch him again if this does go green. Schneider's in the inside wall pretty hard again. Just like he did back in stage 1. He just slides the tires a little bit too much into turn 3. And he lost Harrison Burton by quite a bit there. And that really allowed Chase Briscoe to close in by quite a wide margin, honestly. And that's probably going to make this 99 car even more tight. I can really see the damn thing left foot. That's the second time he's hit the wall just like that on the same end of the racetrack. Tight car, that's probably going to be even more tight. In that adjustment, taking the half around a wedge out of it during the stage 1 break. Starting to close back in on Burton again. This goes continuing to close. Cindric is in second. Not sure exactly where all that was running, but he was not in the top 2. Still 13 laps to go in stage 2 as well for Briscoe. So Schneider's not going to be able to, I should say not going to have to hold on as long as what he did last stage, but he will have to hold on. Michael Turner, welcome to the stream. Did they announce like an exact release date yet, or just like estimated in September? I heard that there was some more news on the next NASCAR game when I was out to Dover this weekend, but I actually thought it was really looking get on that tomorrow.
Careful, still there.
Finally at home. On vacation, but I'm actually at home.
Stay on the bottom here. You got room. You're clear.
Burton's about to go lap down. Briscoe is right there behind him. That got held up mightily through turns 1 and 2 behind the lap car. The slower lap car, Willie Howard. 10 laps to go, stage 2. Harrison Burton will go a lap down for the second time today.
Careful, still there.
Go down to the apron. He couldn't clear Jeff Green off turn 4. Hold him up just a tiny bit. Doesn't even want to make it close between the race leader, Chase Briscoe, is catching him, trying to put him a lap down to the end of stage 2. Schneider's at currently.
Still there. Clear high, clear high.
20th place car there, Jeremy Clements, about to go 2 miles. Schneider keeps putting the car between him and Briscoe. Briscoe's pulling away from Cindric. Finally going to get around into 3 and 4. 7 to go now for Chase Briscoe to try and win stage 2. 2 straight top 3s, but no wins to show for, despite leading both of those races in the final 10 laps. Shot to win at Daytona too, but he finished outside the top 10. Running up inside the top 5 there late in that race also.
Careful, still there. All clear. All right, clear low.
Schneider not playing any games here. He keeps hopping down to the apron through the dog leg when he's trying to get around these lap cars. Briscoe is right there. Now he's stuck behind Jeffrey Earnhardt. Didn't get around Ray Black Jr.
Stay low.
Schneider through 3 and 4. Quickly gets around Cesar.
All right, you're clear there. 5 to go. You got it.
4 laps left, stage 2.
Careful. Go there. All right, you're
Still
clear
sees the
there.
99. Wants to put him a lap down. Schneider can still get the free pass. Mills is still 5.5 seconds ahead, and now Harrison Bird's about 5.5 seconds behind. It's going to be the second stage in a row. Schneider's going to have to narrowly hold on to the lead lap. 3 to go at the line for Briscoe. Schneider's getting through the lap traffic a lot better than what he did the last stage. Oh, and now he drifts a little high. He overran turns 1 and 2. The outside, might give him a decent run off the exit of the corner and at least diamond it off and get around Austin Hill. He didn't want to run that high at the racetrack though to make that move. Briscoe gets around the bottom pretty easily. Briscoe was a lot quicker that last lap. Mike Harmon holds him up though on turn 4 still. 2 to go down the stage for Briscoe. Still a big lead back to Cindric. It's like all guys are still battling and really on the third briefly. A lap and a half for Briscoe to try and put the 99 and Schneider a lap down. Otherwise, Schneider's going to finish stage 1 and stage 2 at 14. One more lap here for Chase Briscoe. Stage 2. We'll get the restart up with the leaders and not at the back of the pack. Just hang on for this final lap. Go to the outside to try and get around Alex Bay. Low line down the backstretch.
You got room. You're clear.
Not nearly as close as what it was the last stage. There's always that couple car length gap, luckily. Schneider will finish stage 2 on the lead lap as well. Chase Briscoe will win stage 2. After Allgaier won stage 1 here tonight at Phoenix.
Still there. Road clear. Nice driving that stage, driver.
Stage 2 is just concluded here tonight at Phoenix. Free pass again will go to Harrison Burton for the second straight stage. No cautions per incident tonight through the first 2 stages. We'll see who's going to win the race off pit road this time. Schneider again going to keep the car the way it is for the moment. No adjustments. Fresh tires, full tank of fuel. Trying to have a quicker pit stop here. That's why he's not repairing the 2 seconds of damage, even though it is repairable. He gains 2 spots in clearance. So he gained 1 in stage 1, 2 there. And we start
All right, come on out there. Going green. Almost ready.
Flying back in the air. Briscoe wins the race off pit road that time. Final stage underway at Phoenix.
Still there. All right, clear low.
Quickly got back down to the bottom. Brown trying to squeeze up the middle, 3 wide for a brief moment.
Car there on the outside. You got room. You're clear. Got 1 outside now.
Still, oh wow, Riley Herbst got really loose. Schneider up into the
3 wide now.
left front of the 68 of Brandon Brown. A little bit of contact. Still holds on to the lead. Allgaier all over.
Inside.
He's had some massive short run speed here today.
Inside.
Take the lead again. Schneider back to 13.
Car on the outside now. All right, you're clear.
Inside of Burton, got the free pass. Brandon Brown still behind Schneider from position. Chatterley, welcome to the stream.
Car there on the
Finished
outside.
14th in both stages so far, Patrick. On the lead lap both times. Doesn't look like there's speed to compete for a win tonight, but
Outside.
we'll wait and see.
Clear high.
Two sets of tires for the final stage again. It's only a 1 pit stop race to the finish for the final
Line.
stage
Got
as
1
well.
outside. All clear.
Haven't seen too much tire fall off here today. No
Car
cautions
there on
for
the
incident.
outside. All clear.
Almost halfway home.
Looking inside now.
Contact with Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Got a car coming inside now.
Going way wide there through turns 1 and 2.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Continues to lose track position.
Car there on the inside.
The way we haven't had any cautions for incident today, might not even have a chance to use the final set of tires. Oh no, contact with the 93, McLaughlin, and he gets straightened out into the wall. No, he got over straight by the 38 of Jeff Green. After the initial contact with Schneider entering the corner turns, McLaughlin around. For our first caution for incident today, just shy of the halfway mark at lap 99. A couple lap cars going to hit pit road. Tommy Joe Martins will get the free pass. Only going to have about 5 lap fresher tires. Oops. That was an accident. I wasn't even trying to side draft him, I just kind of got in. Just flat out misjudged the corner entry. Still had the lead at the time of the yellow. He'll
Hold your line, got one inside.
going again. YouTube hide to run the air
Stay
conditioner.
high up here. Still
Oh,
there inside.
Brown slid up into Schneider that time. He gets a little sideways.
Got a car coming inside now. Clear low, bud.
Clears off turn 2. Was able to save it. Luckily, they were just getting back up to speed. With the Brad Keselowski line down on the inside of the racetrack.
Hold your line, got one
Right
inside.
in the corner, though. Here comes Harrison Burton.
Inside.
Oh, 3 wide and tight. Schneider wasn't going to be able to make the exit of the corner there, but there was contact anyway with Brandon Brown. Couldn't hold the middle with Jeffrey Earnhardt underneath. Ran into Schneider twice. That time there's no room to go 3 wide there, but there were 3 wide anyway.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing, Blaney merch-wise at Dover, compared to what they had at Talladega. I felt like they had more hats at Dover than what they had at Dega. Although I remember there being a lot of hats at Dover. Probably just didn't recognize all of them.
Hold your line, got one inside. Bottom's clear. Hold your line, got one outside. You got room, you're clear there. Inside.
That's well crowded. Joe Nemechek.
Still there. 3 wide, you're in the middle. All right, clear outside.
Our spotter said 3 wide, we weren't even 3 wide. Side by side there, buddy.
Still there. Got one peeking inside.
Yeah, I have.
Inside.
All clear. I would assume you could run your air conditioner while YouTube's on. I don't see why not. Plus you got like
Car there on the inside.
your air conditioner unplugged because your laptop or whatever device you're watching.
Careful.
Stream on
Still
is plugged into that one outlet you need to plug the air conditioner in. If that's the case, then no, you wouldn't be able
inside now.
to. I don't know what you're getting at.
Car there on the inside.
The inside of the house.
Stay high up there. Inside. Got one peeking inside.
Yeah, it was pretty warm here. It got up to like 84 degrees today. It's supposed to be pretty much near 90 for about the next 3 or 4 days. Like high of 89 tomorrow, and then like 90, 92, 93.
Stay high up here.
End of the weekend. I'll tell you how bipolar the weather is in Northwest Ohio. It was
Inside.
68 degrees Friday last week.
Inside.
84 today, and literally 6 days after 68 degrees, it's supposed to be 89 and it's supposed to be in the 90s. I mean, that's just... okay, here's an even better thing. We had about 4 inches of snow. Oh, when was that? When did it
Still
snow?
there?
It was in May. No, it was in April, my bad. It was at the end of April. We had about 4 inches of snow 3 weeks ago, and now it's 90 degrees.
Careful, still there.
How does that happen? It was when I got back from Talladega, I know that. So it was within 3.5 weeks.
Stay at the bottom here. Clear all around.
It was like rain, snow mix on Mother's Day at our house. It was upper 30s all day.
Careful, still there.
With the rain. That was literally on Mother's Day less than 2 weeks ago. And it's going to be 90 degrees. That's a 50-degree difference in less than a week and a half. That's how bipolar our weather is.
Stay on the bottom.
You know, like 1 week it's winter, and the next week is literally summer. Like,
Careful, still there.
I just don't get it. Never will.
Still there. Got one up top. Stay low.
Battling inside traffic.
Stay low.
Since the lone restart we've had for a caution for incident today, CJ McLaughlin still in the race though.
Car on the outside now. Still there.
I mean, we have like central air in our house, but I don't have my fan on usually when I stream. I try to go without it.
Still
Sometimes
there.
it just gets too hot and I have to turn it on in the middle of the stream at the end of the scene. And that's
Got
even
one up
when it's
top.
70 degrees. It's just because it's hot and I'm moving when I'm upstairs. I can feel the central air on when I walked in. Now I don't really feel it that much anymore.
Careful, still there.
First and only driver 1 lap down is Jesse Littleton. China's last driver on the lead lap is about a little over a second behind Tommy Joe Martins in 15th. The incentive goal is 2 top 5s in a 5-race stretch. You know, if we're gonna get a top 5 here tonight at Phoenix, but this just goes to show 95 on the engine, 90 on the aero, 90 on the suspension. We're gonna have to have everything maxed out if we're gonna compete for a championship at Phoenix late this season. Because at 95, 90, and 90, we haven't even cracked the top 10 roll yet today. That is not going to be good enough, likely at least, to win a championship at the end of the season.
Call the caution.
Caution's out for the second time now today with 82 laps to go. A lot of drivers are going to pit, but not quite everybody here. Schneider's going to stay out of the pits. Gain some track position. He's got 2 sets of tires left still. Don't think these guys are not quite going to make it on fuel to the end of the race from here, so he's going to stay out. That'll mean everybody from 10th on back in the restart will have fresher tires. And there goes the free pass to Jesse Little. He'll be back on the lead lap. Well, yeah, air conditioner usually works better than the fan. I just have a fan in here for extra because my central air just, I mean, just me being upstairs, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't work that well.
Breathe out, man. Let's go.
Be flying back in the air. Slides up into the side of the one, trying to keep it off of him.
Outside.
That big of an undercut, it was pretty much bound to happen. It was a risky move.
Hold the line.
And he didn't quite gain the positions he wanted out of it.
You got room. You're clear.
Bill's trying to charge ahead 3 wide underneath Alfredo and Bryson.
Got a car coming inside now.
Bills might have a chance to get to the lead.
Inside.
Emmerich Brown, all of those guys on fresh tires.
Still there. Inside.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten it. I don't know if we have got rain at my house,
Careful.
considering I
Still
haven't been here the last 4 nights. Well, I was here last night. 4 nights before that.
Careful. Still there. Inside.
Schneider just shoved straight up the racetrack. Heard how much he had to wound out of the gas. Barely kept it off the outside wall.
Got one peeking inside.
It's hit the inside wall a couple times and clipped it. He hasn't hit the outside wall today, though.
Still there. Looking inside now.
Heavy traffic. Schneider's just really tight. Landon Castle's the first driver
Still there.
a lap down, but he's actually 2 laps down. Nobody is 1 lap down. Briscoe continues to lead still from the restart, but all these guys on fresher tires up to, looks like 3rd on up.
Still there.
Mills on the outside, just now able to run all that. These lap cars on pressure tires still shooting Schneider as well.
Wave them guys
And now we have another caution with 74 laps to go. So immediately we get another caution. Schneider's going to pit this time. We'll have 70 laps to go when we go green. We have to pit now. Everybody's coming in. Those guys that just pitted a couple laps ago, even they're coming in. They're going to top off on fuel. Schneider's going to repair that 2 seconds of damage. No adjustments to the race car. Mechanical adjustments at least. So again, 70 laps to go in the restart. Now our 3rd caution of the race. All stemming in the last about 35 laps. Briscoe wins the race out pit road. Restart from the lead. Mills 2nd. Now we got track position. Green flag back in the air. 70 to go at Phoenix. These guys are about 2 laps to the good on fuel. With that deep dive down to the inside.
Got one up
Not gonna have anything going for him there. They're still got an extra set of tires because he did not pit under the caution prior. One of the 2 cautions prior, I should say. The one he kind of caused getting into the block, so it's like he didn't even think about it. Likely wasn't going to.
Inside. You're all clear on the bottom there.
Cautions are definitely breeding cautions late. And he's got an extra set of tires if we do get another caution.
You got room.
He wants to get a decent amount of laps on his tires before he does pit, though. Been in danger of going a lap down after about a 45 lap green flag run, though, so if it goes that long, he might have to fight to stay on the lead lap. Let's see. Briscoe leads, but Sidney is all over his back bumper.
Alright, you're clear there.
Just gets underneath of Schneider off turn 2.
Looking inside now.
Oh yeah, I usually put my fan on like medium. I never put it on high. You guys can probably hear it as it is on medium, but it's not too bad. I wouldn't put it on high if you're getting live stream.
Still there?
Unless it's like far away, maybe you can get away with it. But my fan's far away.
Inside.
Still here. It's not even that loud.
Bottom's clear.
My mic's so sensitive. The rest of the room's quiet outside of me. Talking into the mic. And the fan going.
Inside. You're all clear on the bottom.
I guess I didn't need it today. The warmest day of the year so far. I'll probably need it the next few days. I can guarantee that.
Wow, that's fast.
Just ran his fastest lap of the race, 27.455. He's still at 17, not really going anywhere.
Looking inside now. All right, you're clear.
Does not have the short run car. 17 cars on the lead lap, so he'd restart 17th with another caution even if he pits. Remember Gregson at the end of the Fontana race also hit pit road though. We'll have to wait and see if maybe somebody else will pit under this one. Late race caution, Schneider and Gregson both pitted. Restarted with 7 to go. They finished 7th or 9th.
Say hi up here.
Just didn't have enough laps to get up there even though it was on a 2-mile racetrack.
Car there on the inside.
Similar amount of cars on the lead lap. I think it was 16 there.
Still there?
17 here. These guys are about 2 laps to the good on fuel. No, we don't need the air conditioning. I'll be like, I'll try to make it as hot as I can in the room to make it as realistic as possible. Top of the broadcast, I'll try to get my room to like 130, 150 degrees. And even if I didn't have the air conditioning on, it wouldn't be that hot. I mean, it could probably, like on a triple digit temperature day, it probably could get up to like 110, 115. I wouldn't say it would get much warmer than that. 130. I'm so tired when we get done streaming if I did that.
Inside. You got room. You're clear. Hold your line. Got one inside. All clear.
Laps to go here at Phoenix. Already 10 laps with these guys' tires. And then we're about 2 laps to the good on fuel.
Got one peeking inside.
On the street flag, run of the day, 98 laps. Don't count the stage breaks.
Say hi up here.
Precautions for incident just since then. Over again the last just over 40 laps now.
Careful.
40 laps on the short track, not much. Final stage has been full of short runs so far. Again, will that continue? Laughlin kind of pushed up once that car got underneath him.
Careful, still there.
Joe Nemechek. Sorry, Ryan Sieg rather, and then that's when Schneider kind of shoved up the track. Side draft in the 99 Schneider. It still looks like he's pulling away on the track. This is the 3rd race now that he is leading in the final stage by a substantial margin. First 2 times we got late race cautions in the final 10 laps and we couldn't hang on to the restart to win. Imagine if that happens 3 times in a row. Not impossible. Very unfortunate for Briscoe if that does happen. Next race is going to be at Atlanta tomorrow on the channel. Another doubleheader of NASCAR Heat 5. Our Thursday edition on the channel. Wait for the career mode. Once again, Atlanta and Homestead. Atlanta was the site of Schneider's first career win in the Xfinity Series last season. Race 5 as well. Race 5 again this year. Soon maybe dominate, considering he's got much better equipment. He had about an 80 overall car last year. Won a stage and just ran well. Didn't lead a whole lot of laps, about 50, 60. I mean, that's still a lot. More than what he led in any other race last season, I'll tell you that much. I think he's got a good chance to lead well over half the race tomorrow. Maybe contend to win all 3 stages in the race itself. Get those first playoff points a year, maybe try to get that first win. Talk about Chastain having a dominant start this year. He finished second in that race last year. He was leading with 3 to go when that caution came out to force overtime.
Still there. Still there.
Say Atlanta tomorrow, that's W for us.
Alright, you're clear there.
Hopefully. Still got to race the race. Got to be patient, get to the end. We know we'll have the car. We'll have a fresh intermediate chassis too. Running the short track here at Phoenix. 250-mile race, 163 laps. The Homestead race should be 300 miles, 200 laps.
Stay low, stay low. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Way up in front of a Licky. Walking coming back straight away. He had a good run off the exit of the corner, especially with Schneider going way wide. 99 cars close to one another right now. The 98 car still in the lead. 50 laps to go at the line now for Chase Briscoe. He's got that extra set of tires just waiting for a yellow. Got it at Fontana. Got it at Vegas, but it was a little too late. That's what it's late as far as trying to win the race. Fontana as well. Schneider hasn't finished worse than 11th this season in the first 3 races. Again, that 11th place finish being at Vegas. I knows he finished 11th. Almost got the top 10. Get a caution, he gets fresh tires on. I'm not guaranteeing a win, considering he hasn't been in the top 10 all day. But should get a top 10 you'd have to imagine, maybe top 5. Later and later we go. Again, that's only going to help Schneider because he's going to have to pit during that first yellow. He can't just stay out and hope for another caution. He could, but at what cost?
Clear out that end
Seems like he didn't drop his spot back in traffic either. Granted, he doesn't have damage anymore. He did have that little bit of damage after clipping that inside wall getting into turn 3 a couple times earlier in the race, once in stage 1, once in stage 2. A lot better job here in this final stage, staying away from it, even on the congested restarts.
Still there?
Only had 3 different leaders, Briscoe, Cindric, and Allgaier.
Stay on the bottom.
Briscoe and Allgaier only 2 stage winners. Briscoe's really taking control since leading in stage 2. It looked like Allgaier was the guy in control early. Until he lost the lead, and Cindric was able to get around Allgaier once Allgaier lost that track position. Stage 2. Pretty much been just like that here in the final stage. Briscoe's been working through that traffic again. stages now left in this race. 45 to go.
Stay low, stay low.
Side.
Clear high, clear high.
Ray Black Jr.
Inside. All right, you're clear.
Want to make contact with him. He just way too aggressively there. We can't pit under a yellow if we cause the caution. Caution, if we cause it, isn't going to do us any good. It'll be a natural yellow. This is my stipulations for myself. My game system. Different camera angles one final time here in tonight's race once we get back to the start-finish line.
You're all clear up top.
It's right there. 42 to go, 41 to go this time by for race leader Chase Briscoe. Oh, trouble! Matt Mills! Turn 4, caution will wave with 41 laps to go. Castle's going to get one of his 2 laps back. Schneider's going to pit. And this is his opportunity with 4 fresh Goodyears. No adjustments on the race car again. He's hoping this will be enough. And he's going to have about 28 lap fresher tires. 29, considering the leaders were already at 41 to go. 29 lap fresher tires for Schneider. On a short track, that is going to be a huge difference here. And he might have a good shot to win. Restarting 16th. We'll go back to the normal cam here. At least for the restart. We'll go alternating cameras at some point before the end of the race, but for right now, not so much. Green flag back in the air as Schneider kind of spun the tires on the restart. 38 laps to go. Despite him having fresh tires, he's still spun.
Inside.
Freshest tires in the field. Now he's got to hope it stays green and he stays out of trouble the rest of the way, and he might be good to go. Briscoe leads the opening lap after the restart. Schneider all over Burton and Haley, 3 wide. Slides up in front of Haley. 3 wide down the back stretch underneath Jesse Little. Noah Gregson.
Stay low, stay low. Stay low, stay low.
36 to go. He's got plenty of time to get up there. 4 cautions in the final stage now.
Careful,
It's going to be another caution that's going to cost Briscoe. This one not quite with less than 10 to go, but it's with
stay low.
41 laps.
Hold your line, got 1 outside.
This isn't over yet. Again, we still could get another caution. So everybody that was 2 laps good to the end on field are now probably about 5 or 6 laps to the good on field.
Got 1 peeking outside.
That's why the majority of them stayed out. Track position might have been the key, but you see right here, the tires are definitely panning out a lot more.
You're all clear up top.
And the 6 gets around Brandon Brown. This is as high as he has been in the running order all day long. This strategy panned out for him. Could be a strategy to win the championship if he can do this and get those same results with the yellows the way they flew today in the championship race, assuming he can make it to the championship for this season. This is his final set of tires, so if anybody else gets to the end of the race, he can't pit with them. Again, if we get a caution.
All right, you're clear.
Schneider underneath Brandon Jones. Now now into the top 5 for the first time today. Briscoe still got that clean air. He might be the toughest guy to pass. He will catch lap traffic before the end, though, if this does go green anyway. Ross Chastain, what a start to the season. He is in second right now. He's trying to hold off Cindric for second at least. 29 lap pressure tires. These tires will not even out for the most part at any point during this run.
Careful, still there.
He started at the rear again today. Just got blown around the outside off turn 2 by Schneider. Schneider down low now underneath Chastain. Almost slid up into one, had to check up, but he does stay in front of him. Have a shot again into turn 3 underneath Chastain. Chastain shuts the door in the center of the corner that time. Schneider couldn't even get underneath him. 3 laps left. Now he gets under him into turn 1. Slides up the track. Chastain with the crossover down to the bottom. Side by side as they battle for third. Clear, blocks Chastain down to the bottom into turn 3.
Got one outside now.
Chastain peaks high, Schneider down to the apron, but leads him back to the gas, holds on to third. A couple laps to finally clear and slowly start to pull away from Chastain now. I'm sure it's really going to be the same here with Cindric and Briscoe. Drive off turn 2, he's going to gain on Cindric. Pressure tires allow him to get back to the gas so much sooner than these guys on older tires. Briscoe's got nearly a 2-second lead over Cindric. And they're going to try a little bit higher of a lane through 1 and 2. It's to the outside of Austin Cindric down the back straightaway. Maybe expecting him to go low, but now Schneider's on the top for 3 and 4. Again, gets a run. Go to the top again through 1 and 2.
Careful, still there.
He's giving Cindric the bottom. The stop side is almost working out here for Schneider. He can't clear him, but he stays alongside of him.
Careful, still there.
Pulls clear.
Stay on the bottom.
Schneider to the bottom. Tucks underneath now.
You're all clear up top there.
Drives it deep into 1 and 2. Clears Cindric. Cindric gets tight in the center of the corner. 30 here got put on the front nose of his race car. Briscoe's got to be thinking, not again. Briscoe's pulling out his inner Denny Hamlin this season. He's coming so close to winning so many different times. Now we'll alternate through the different camera angles one final time. So we don't get another caution in the middle of the next 6 laps. Briscoe's about to catch lap traffic. It could help him, you never know. He has gotten through the lap traffic pretty well, at least from stage 2. So far in stage 3 with all the laps he's led. The second most laps 2 races ago. He led the most laps in the last race. Nearly half of it. He's probably led over half by the time the checkered flag would fly. Every day I could easily see him leading over 100 laps. That's the way that this is gone. Schneider's not really gaining on him. He's staying consistently 1.6 to 1.8 back. We still got 23 to go, but laps count down pretty quickly here. Schneider's taking his time when he's battling with cars, but in this instance where he's got really nobody around him, Cindric's over half second back, he is trying to push. He's not really pushing too hard. He's hitting his marks pretty well. He just, for whatever reason right now, isn't really hitting to go.
Clear high,
29 lap pressure tires here for Schneider. He's starting 17th. Last on the lead lap. Continues to close.
Stay on the bottom.
Caught Harmon in a bad spot, but not as bad as what Briscoe caught Austin Hill with.
All right, you're clear.
20 to go.
All right, you're clear.
Quickly slides up in front of Austin Hill. Still kind of beats Schneider back to the gas, though. Definitely took a lot deeper dive into turns 1 and 2. Slides a little bit too much that time. 3 and 4 trying to get back to the gas as well. Stick with the normal camera down to the end of the race. They're trying to get his first win of the season, so is Chase Briscoe. His ball back there in third, trying to hold off Chastain, was closing in on him. Chastain's already won twice in the first 3 races. 4 lap cars, not that far in front of Briscoe. He's got to be telling a spot and get them out of the way. And I don't think they're going to get out of the way that easy. It's going to be interesting. What lane will Briscoe go? He's going to try maybe the outside. Schneider's going to want the top as well. He actually gets to the outside of Briscoe off turn 2.
Careful, still there.
Squeezes to the outside of Timmy Hill. Landy Castle in there also. Briscoe's going to try that middle lane. Castle might be in the way. Schneider's going to lead his first lap of the race off turn 4 with just 17 to go. He clears Chase Briscoe using the lap cars as a pick.
Clear low. Clear high, clear high. Inside.
Finally, he has taken the lead. 29 lap pressure tires. It took a decent chunk into that green flag run to get to him. The strategy of saving that extra set of tires through the cautions in the final stage, choosing that time to pit, is panning out for him currently. With 16 more left, he just needs it to stay green. He is driving away. Cindric is now all over Briscoe for second. And he is going to take over second. Briscoe is fading late. Lap traffic is definitely costing him. Chastain. It's just unbelievable he's in the top 5 again. He's got a shot at second. He's right there with Briscoe and Cindric. 3-car battle for second. Hurtston fifth isn't that far behind either. Chastain gets around Briscoe. Briscoe's now back to 4th. He's lost 3 spots in about the last 3 or 4 laps.
Hold your line, stay high. You got room, you're clear.
This could be a second career win on a short track in the Xfinity Series for Schneider. Not only that, this is a statement. Knowing that the championship race will line here in the fall. This has to give him a lot of confidence going into it later in the season if he can seal the deal here in the final 13 laps. Again, we've had 4 cautions in the final stage, and those are the only 4 cautions per incident, so not completely locked in on getting to the end from here. Hauling back over the stream.
Got one outside now. Clear high, clear high.
Up to about 4 seconds now on Cindric. Chastain still in third. Briscoe still back to 4th. Hurts remains in 5th. And now actually Allgaier just past Riley Hurts to move inside the top 5. Yeah, welcome back, Andrew. It has been a minute. I haven't streamed though since last Friday up until tonight. That's because I was out of town at Dover for the NASCAR races last weekend. So 4 nights off, 5 nights in between streams.
Careful.
Back at it again here.
You got room. You're clear.
got the caution, 41 to go. Everybody else staying out. Perfect. 10 laps left. Schneider's got a 4.5-second lead over Cindric.
Hold your line, stay high.
Briscoe, Chastain, and Allgaier. Top 5 again.
All right, you're clear.
Only 17 drivers on the lead lap as well. 3 drivers are out of the race. Excuse me, 2 drivers are out of the race. Matt Mills spinning in turn 4 brought out the last caution. Fortunate for him, hopefully he's still in the race because he was having a great day. Considering how small that team is, he was running right around 10th to 15th the whole race.
Careful, still there.
I think he is out.
Clear high, clear high.
Could be wrong, but he was on the lead lap. I don't think he's on the lead lap. Good to go. Although these laps wind by quick here at Phoenix, got to be winding down slow for Schneider and trying to get this first win of the season. Earlier than when he got his first win in his rookie year. He's taken 5 races. He's going to take 4 this season. All things go well. He did spin the tires on the last restart despite having fresher tires. Now he's going to have old tires no matter what on the next restart. He's got to hang on. Field's about 5 to 6 laps to the good on fuel.
Still there?
They're not good under that last yellow.
Clear there. Got one up top. You're all clear up top there.
Yeah, how crazy is that, though? Guy came, leaving from Penske. He's been at his entire Cup career. Outside of running for, not Tommy Baldwin Racing. Who was it? James Finch? Was that James Finch he ran for? 09? I could be wrong on that. It was a Hendrick pipeline car. Affiliated car. It wasn't an actual Hendrick Motorsport car, I don't believe. Smash into the wall. Turns 1 and 2. First time he's brushed the outside wall all race long. Comes with 5 laps to go. Not ideal, but he's got a 5-second lead. He's not gaining as much as what he was. The tires are finally evened out, but at this point it's too late for these guys.
Stay high up here.
Briscoe did get back around Chastain, by the way, for 3rd. He's still about a half a second, if not a little more behind Cindric.
Clear low there.
Dan, welcome back.
All right, clear outside.
This makes you wonder who would take over the 2. I think Matt Benedetto might be a very strong candidate.
Careful, still there.
I mean, I wasn't really expecting much out of Anthony Alfredo this season, considering he never made a full Xfinity Series season before leading the Cup. And he's running with
Here we go, driver.
front row. Now, granted, Nemechek ran pretty well as a rookie front row, and Michael McDowell this year is still in the top 16 points, 13 races in. With that win, he's got 4 top 10, so granted, McDowell's much more experienced, but still, you think Alfredo, like, same equipment, can get top 25, and he's 29th, 30th.
Careful,
He's
still
30th.
there. You got
I think he can
clear
clear
that.
that.
You got 1 to go.
Wasn't expecting much for us. He's there for the sponsorship.
Stay high,
White
stay
flag
high.
is in the air, 1 lap to go. Here today at Phoenix.
All right,
No
here.
caution will force overtime. Will be a 38-lap green flag run to the finish. Keegan Schneider leading only the final 17 laps. He's going to go to victory lane. Schneider wins at Phoenix.
Way to go,
First
driver.
win of the
That's
season.
Nice job.
Statement win at a track where the championship 4 is located. This is a big stepping stone right here. this Season 2 campaign. The NASCAR Heat 5 Xfinity Series version of the career mode. Engine's already burning out. Not expecting a win today, considering he didn't get any stage points. 14th in both stages. And the strategy just played perfectly in his hands there at that last caution with 41 to go. Really just changed the complete outcome of the race. And poor Austin. Sorry, poor they could move Cindric to the 2. Leave Matty D in the 21. Yeah, the problem with that, though, is that the Wood brothers have already announced, that he would move there. Although Penske might have a say in it because it's an affiliated team, the Wood brothers still own that 21 car. So at the end of the day, I would think that whatever contract, was signed, I would assume that there was a contract signed by Cindric that he was going to run the 21 in 2022. So assuming he signed a contract like that, he's going to be in that car regardless. I don't know if it was just like Penske announced it, they didn't sign a contract, or if they did sign a contract and that's why it was official. If he signed a contract, he has to be in the 21. It's a completely different team, so it's not like they can just flop him in and out, even though it's affiliated. It's different from the circumstance that Levine Family Racing had at the end of the season, or that Joe Gibbs had, keeping Bell or bringing Bell in from the Levine Family, because that was a situation where the contract was expired, at the end of the year. Not a situation where it was somebody that was already signed to someone else. Keegan Schneider gets his first win of the season. He has won in the first 4 races. He only had 4 all last season, and 3 of which he got coming in those last 9 races. And he's been hot this year. It's his second top 5 of the year. He has a first, a second, a 7th, and an 11th in the first 4 races. Not in that order. But, Schneider with the win in the second race of the doubleheader tonight. Cindric second, Briscoe third. Again, 3 straight top 3s now for Briscoe, with no wins to show for. He didn't win a stage today. Chastain finishes 4th. That's 3 straight top 5s for him as well, with 2 wins and now a 4th in that stretch. Came in as the points leader as well. Allgaier 5th, rounding out the top 5 after winning stage 1. Hurt 6th, Jones 7th, Annette 8th, Emmerich 9th, and Noah Gregson will round out the top 10. More money coming our way. Briscoe still the points leader, but not the way he would have liked this to have gone, not only today, but again just within the last 3 races combined. Unbelievable, pulling off the win at Phoenix. Still got to upgrade those departments to 100 to be competitive all the way through the race, but as far as strategy goes, I think we have the strategy down for the championship race. It still has to play out the same way or a similar way, but man, there you go. Briscoe led 112 laps today out of 200, led over half the race, and still can't go to victory lane. Second straight race he's led the most laps. Then again, he led the second most laps at Vegas, won a stage in that race too. He just cannot get it done. Schneider from Front Row 2022. That would be shocking to me. I mean, Alfredo was a little shocking, honestly. I wasn't expecting him to go to the 38 car either. I mean, if that's just what they're looking for, is just the money for that second car and then just keeping McDowell in that one. I don't know, maybe they just signed Alfredo to another contract. If he's still got the sponsorship, why not just bring Alfredo back a second year? I mean, they were probably going to bring Nemechek back, but Nemechek probably declined when he went down to KBM in the Truck Series. First ever NASCAR Xfinity went... I think fans were on their feet during the final lap, as they are every race, yes, but first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series win for Keegan Schneider and Phoenix. Now, it's weird the way they worded that because it makes it seem like we won our first career race, which is not true. This is our 5th career win now in the Xfinity Series. It's our first one of the season, but it's our 5th win of the Xfinity Series. But it is our first win at Phoenix Raceway in the Xfinity Series. Because we did win there in the trucks when we won the championship. So, they're not wrong, but I don't think that that's what they were getting at knowing this game. See what the tweets... NASCAR Xfinity Series win number 1. Yeah, they're making it seem like it was our first career win, just the way this is going on. NASCAR Xfinity Series, yeah, literally got the same tweet from 3 different drivers. It's not our first career win. I don't know if you knew this, but we finished 5th in points last year, and we won 4 races. Ay, ay, ay. I just don't know with this game, guys. I don't know with this game. So we got $443,000 in the bank. Going into hot Atlanta tomorrow night, where we have a good chance to win back-to-back. This is where we got our actual first career win in the Xfinity Series last season. I mean, we could always get another car in the shop. I'm not really wanting to do that. But it would help us. But I feel comfortable just building up. We got to get the departments to 100 all the way across at some point. Might as well do that now. You know, as soon as we can at least. We'll save on the pit crew for this race. We'll just save all of our money. Following this one, we'll get the short track chassis all repaired up, ready to go after we get the speedway. Oh, we're missing 1 on the engine. I still think we'll be all right. So 90 on the aero, 90 on the suspension, maxed out there. 94 on the engine, minus 1 on there. So not bad at all by any means. The short track chassis all fixed up as much as we can. And yeah, on to Atlanta tomorrow. Atlanta, Homestead, both coming your way on the channel tomorrow night. So tune in. That'll be a lot of fun, as always. We got nothing else for the rest of these guys. Starting the work plan. All right, and we only need 1 more top 5. We get another 93,600. We might do that in the next race. A very good chance we will. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content once again here on the channel. Again, doubleheader coming your way tomorrow night. Atlanta and Homestead. Coverage at Atlanta will begin at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. NASCAR Fantasy Podcast will be coming up tomorrow on the channel as well. We'll review everything that happened at Dover. I'll talk more about my trip. Everything that happened in that race. Power rankings updated now. Going into Circuit of the Americas this week at COTA. Should be a lot of fun there as well. So big day on the channel again tomorrow, as we've come accustomed to on Thursdays, it seems like over the last month or so. But another big one for your Thursday evening into night tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Sorry for that. I will see you guys tomorrow night. And have a good one.